Alright, I'm finally cutting. I got the field opened up. Wasn't doing much around the edges. The deer were way in the back on a sandy field. It's a deer field. This is a true deer field back here, right along the creek. So everybody wants to go goose hunting this weekend, so we're gonna cut it off and open it up, but it's doing semi good. You can be hitting 225, 230 and then hit 50. You know, it's just ridiculous. The field's averaging like 80 so far because opening up around the woods, there wasn't nothing around the woods where the deer were. I mean, it was freaking horrible. I mean, I don't even think there was any corn on some of the stalks, but then you get some good stuff and it starts building back up pretty good. So like right here, this is a good part of the field. It went from 100 whatever it is, and then it'll go up to whatever it goes to. And then it drops down and you hit a sandy spot, and then it'll creep back up again. So that's what it's doing. The good corn's all out front. This right here, you're up on a big sand hill right here. But it's doing good on the good spots. Well, you get to the bad spot, you could be running 230 at one point and then go to 50 and then go back up to 200 and then go to 50. So this field right here is what it is. But I didn't get the sieve and chaffer in here. We're using the one that's in here. Pop wanted to come back here and get rolling, so he was itching. So whenever it comes in tomorrow, the next day, we'll stop her and put the new ones in. Like right here is a bad spot right here. Like you can be at 2 something and then drop down to hardly anything, and then it goes back up again. It is what it is in this field. This is way back. I mean, way back off the road. Tons of deer back here. Alright, so we got moved over to a different farm. We just cut that back field on the one farm and got moved over here to the 108-day 1087, and it is held up in the drought because I just pulled in here, start my row, and she's climbing up. So that's pretty good damn corn right there. And it's bringing it in there too. 1087 sea consult. Doing pretty damn good. Pretty daggone good. Fields are really clean too. Look at that dirt. There ain't no grass in there. So, but she's holding right at 2 something the whole pass. So, pretty happy. Got the inroads opened up. Cut through the middle of her, so couldn't be happier. First dump on the new grain cart. I just got a half a bin. I finished up a field. We're gonna dump it on here and then dump it on the truck. So learn how to do it. First time I've ever done it. Get Pop here. It'll be the first time he's ever done it. But that is a sweet ride. Sweet ride. So I just moved to a different field, got it open. Now I'm cutting down the middle, and that's probably what the corn's gonna do. You got good spots, and then you got bad spots like that, and then it'll jump back up to a better spot. This corn right here did not pollinate very well. This should be the last field of it. The rest of it looks pretty good, but that's what this field right here is doing. You'll hit good spots and then you hit crappy spots. So, no rain, that's just how it is. I mean, it's got good spots, but it's got probably more bad spots than it does good spots. Probably what it's gonna average. Pop's first time in the green cart. He'll get her figured out. Alright, first unload on the go. Let's see if Big Lou can do it. Here he comes. I like this. I need all this gear on my forehead. I know, it doesn't fit you very well. The magnet ain't sticking very well. Exciting for me. That's the first time I've ever done that. That's what a green cart's for. He didn't like getting in her, but he'll get used to her. We just need BM4 and a bushel of corn to keep going. The corn is anywhere from 50 to 250 in this field, and you know, some spots it just takes a little bit longer to get loaded than others. Once we get the next field and then the later corn, he's gonna be a busy boy on that John Deere. But I'm excited. That's what farming's about right there. It gets you pumped. Love it. Alright, so I started a new field. I decided to go right down the middle of it, and pretty good damn corn. I don't think we're going to have no 400 bushels this year. I'm not going to be able to hit it. I hit 277 is the highest so far I've hit. But cutting right down the middle of paying for the green cart. I love that green cart. We are rolling some loads out with that bad boy. Good morning. Getting the combine filled up with fuel. I greased it, greased the green cart. That's my baby right there. You don't realize how much fuel in the combine and how much time you wear and tear on it until you get a green cart. I'm not lugging the full bin all the way across the field to the truck 3 times. That thing stays right with me. I load it, I can keep rolling. Man, we have been, ever since we started using that thing the right way, man, we have been knocking some acres out quick. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, putting fuel in. We got this farm done yesterday afternoon. It probably went 140-ish total. Not really good. It seems like some of the corn didn't pollinate. We had a week of really hot weather, 100-degree weather when it was pollinating, and that really hurt it, I believe. You'd have really good spots to where it did really good, but then you'd be going along, no corn at all, just stalk. And it was mainly on the sandy spots is where it was at. So I'm honest, tell you, that's what it is. I think this right here is going to be the worst farm. Just not because of the ground, but because of how the weather and everything played its role. I think if I planted it a week earlier or a week later, it would have been good. So that's what the landlord we were talking about. He's like, man, if you week earlier or a week later, it would have done perfect. But you know, last year early corn was better than our late corn, so it's just how it is. We're going to move to the next farm over. That's longer day corn. I think that's going to do a little bit better because it didn't pollinate then. I do got a 130 acre farm down the road that I planted after this, but I can't remember if it was a couple days later. It's wherever my brother got stuck at. And I'm hoping that there's a big old sprayer right there going down the road. That's a big farmer. So I'm hoping that that farm was a week later. I've looked at it, it looks good, but you don't really know till you get in there. But I think it'll still do all right. And then everything else is long season, later corn. So we'll see how it all goes. You know, it could be raining over there and not here. It's crazy how it is around here. It gets to us in the splits a lot of times. Irrigation is the key. You got to have irrigation. If you don't have irrigation on these, even if it just solves the problem in that 1 week, it solves the problem. Irrigation is the key. So we got to get some pivots up big time. But anyway, that's what's going on today. I'll show you when we start cutting again. It's kind of hard to video because now that we got the grain cart, I'm busy. You know, I'm cutting and I'm trying to unload and watch because you never get like a break now to video a lot because you're steady unloading. Even though the corn isn't great corn here, you're still busy. It's still filling up the tank pretty quick. So, and you're steady unloading, and I don't have but two hands, so you're gonna miss some of it. But I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can and show you if it's bad or if it's good. So there you go. All right, so I'm going right through the middle of the field. This is 113 day seed consultant, and it's doing okay. Nothing great this year. Running right around 2 something. So I don't think this is one of the first. This is actually the first farm I planted, and then I went over there and planted the stuff that we had harvested. It that was 108 day. This is 113 day, and it's doing all right, but it's just not. You know, the heat got it. I'm not going to hit no 400 bushel, 350 bushel. It's going to be what it is. And you got these weak spots right here where it just didn't do much. See what it does? So it just drags it down. And then you'll get back in really good corn where you can run 200 and some bushels, and then you run this for a while. Looks like I'll be in 200 bushel corn for a while. But then you'll get back in a spot where there's 160, 140, 180, and then it'll jump back up to 200. So, just once we get this farm done, I think we got one more farm that's early corn, and the rest of it's like later planted corn. And I think the later planted corn is going to be where it's at. So, there's bad spots out here, you know, it drops down 183, 190, and then you'll get back in like really good corn.
Come up to the side, I meet you at the back out loading.
Get really good corn, see how it goes up. But not going to hit any big numbers. No 400s this year. Not off of this corn anyway. See how it drops down? It means I hit a bad spot. It'll pick up. It's like a bad spot that just didn't germinate real well. And you're only in it for a second, and you get back in really good corn. It's just crazy. I just don't understand how these bad spots are in the field. And see how that bad spot right there was? And then it jumps back up. You'll just hit a bad spot that didn't germinate. I mean, it's only 20 by 20 foot, you know, thing, and then you'll be back in really good corn. So I have no idea. Why did everything else germinate except for that one square? So that's around. You can tell when you're getting some really good corn. I just hit 298. That's the highest I've hit so far this year. So with a drought, 298, I'd say that's pretty daggone good. There's a good spot, and then you come up with some crappy spots. You can see it, the colors right there. You can see it in the corn. It's right, must be a sand spot that goes through here. You see it right there too, right in here. You see the different color in the corn where it didn't do as good. But I mean, it's still doing 170, 169, 177. So I mean, you can't really complain about that, you know. We didn't have rain this year. I mean, rain in 100-degree weather just killed it. I mean, it just hurt it so bad. We had 1 week where every day was like 100 degrees, and the corn just couldn't make it. It was crazy. But that's probably what it's going to be doing, running right around there. You hit good spots, you hit bad spots. So I'm pretty happy with it. Well, I mean, it could have been better if we could have just got one rain that week. It would have really helped it out, but we did not get one rain. So it is what it is, but pretty good. Pop over there unloading. Good corn right here. It's a good number. Just need a rain. That's not bad, I guess. Still good corn, but it's just a little weak right here. Just a weak spot. It went down to 88. See, there you go. I'll show you the weak spot right there. You'll be going, but it's the same ground. You just be going, and it'll be there. It's like it didn't pollinate in that one spot. Then you're back in good corn. It starts building up again. I don't know. It is what it is. It's gonna be some good corn right here. car's still doing good. Running, I don't know, 231, 220, 219. So I hit 320, I think is the highest so far. But that was in a good spot. That's not what the field's doing. That deer field in the back, I cut that the other day, I showed you, that didn't do but 100 bushels. I call it the deer field because it's got a big sand hill and the deer eat half of it. There's a river, Pocomoke River runs right behind them trees, so it's real swampy, and that's where all the deer live. And it's a nature sanctuary, so you're not allowed to hunt there. So you can't do much about that. But it's running consistent 200. Pretty happy. Pops over there, the trucks got back, so sending them right out again. We had to sit and wait. On the grain cart, if you don't have enough trucks or drivers, you're in good corn, then you're gonna wait. I've learned that. But that's a good thing. That means you got corn. It's some good corn right here. I'd say that's pretty daggone good. Not bad for the heat and the pollination. I mean, this is 113 day seed consultant, so it held up. Now, normally the 108 day is the best, but it must have pollinated right at them 100-degree days this year because, I mean, there was corn there, but there was corn not there too, you know. So that's some really good corn. Ain't the big numbers, but it's consistent. That's the property line over there in the yellow, but for the heat we had, it's good corn. Great consistency. I say that, good look. Hit a bad spot right here. You can see it. It's all the way across here. It must be sand right there, because then you get right back here in the good stuff, and it jumps up. It'll slow down because of that bad spot, and that's the bad spot. Now you'll see when I got back in the good stuff, it'll start creeping back up again. This is really good right here. You can tell when you're getting good corn. There you go, 334. Damn. I never thought I'd hit that on this field, but I did. Then you get back in some, I mean, it's good corn here, but it's not as good as what I just went through. You can just tell. And I think this is probably one of our worst farms, but there you going. 334. So now I got a new high number I got to try to beat. I might hit 400 this year. If I can hit 334 and this stuff that was in that drought and that later stuff, I should be able to hit 400. I mean, that's just my personal goal. It's not a big deal, but still, I would like to try to hit it like I did last year. One of these years, I'll be like Temple Rhodes and all them guys hit 500. Probably never happened, but that would be cool. Been pretty good here too. That's pretty good right there. Must be a good spot in the field, I guess, right? Seed consultant 113 day. It handled 100-degree days doing pollination. It has done really well yielding. I'm very happy with it. I was worried, but after seeing this, very good corn. If we had got rain, I'd hate to say what the yield could have been out here for rain. You know, if we had got rain on this corn. So you're seeing the numbers in a drought. 1 week of 100-degree, 99, 98-degree weather doing pollination, and it yielded. You're seeing the yields on it. So I can't really. I don't sell it. I mean, I don't care if people buy it or not. I'm just showing you what really seems like it holds up good. I mean, that was really, it's really impressive. And I mean, it's consistent, you know. It's well over 200 consistent all the way up and down the field. You might hit a bad spot in the field. I think like a real sandy spot is what I'm hitting, and it drops to 165, 185, 190, but it's running consistent 200s to 300 plus in a drought. So there you go. I can't remember what the number was off the top of my head. I just know it's 113 day seed consultant variety is what it is. Well, just switched to another field. Pretty good corn here too. Might not be the best corn, but it's good corn. So it's nice to see that the fields are adding up. The corn. Good corn. Not the best I've been in, but it's good corn back here. Really good corn. Hey Derek, that's seed consultant right there. That's not decob. That's not decob right there, Derek. These are big numbers with seed consultant. This is drought corn. I'm just showing you the yields. I gotta do this every year because I get people yelling at me for showing the yields. I'm showing the yields off the kind of corn I'm planting. It's 113 day seed consultant. The 108 day to 1087 normally is a banger corn. It's normally the best corn every year. I had it over at the other farm. It went like 140 this year. It pollinated right during that week of the heat, but that's still good considering what it had to go through. This 113 day, I'm sure pollinated a week later, and it's really held up. There are some weak spots in here, but overall, this is the first year I've ever planted it, so I'm really happy with this number, this variety. So it'll get another box of it next year. If we had rain, just think what this corn could have did, even though it was in a drought. So it held up very nice. And the reason why I'm saying Derek, these are big numbers, because they sell decob, so he's always talking smack to me about the decob, which our decob was planted later, and it looks better than this. And if decob's ever going to win, it's going to be this year. But I will say, this is the first year I've planted Axis. It's 112 day. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. But that corn, I showed you the ears on an earlier video. I think that corn is going to beat everybody. I think it's going to beat Seed and Sultan, decob. It looks really good. It was some of the last that we planted. First year I'd ever planted it. You know, it just looks good. I put it on a farm. It just stays naturally wet. It's back in, I don't know, it's got woods around it. The sun doesn't hit it a whole lot. I mean, it does, but not a lot. It doesn't dry the ground out as bad like these wide open farms we got to do. And man, from what I've walked, it looks impressive. Now, once you get in there, it might be crappy. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll show you anyway. I'll show you the good and the bad. I heard a lot of YouTubers complained about they're getting too much rain this year. Well, we didn't get any rain this year. Our beans right now, our wheat beans look horrible. I mean, we need rain bad. I mean, bad. Or they're not going to do nothing. And we got a lot of acres of them. We really need rain on them, or they're not going to make 30 bushels. Let's hope I'm wrong, but the first planted wheat beans look good, but the later planted wheat beans don't look good at all. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be a sad year. Prices suck anyway, so, but I'd like to have some of that rain that they're complaining about out there. They don't know how fortunate they are to get rain, and we never get rain. So, I don't know. So, I messed up today. I will admit it. Normally Big Lou or my brother messes up, but I messed up today. And it's not really my fault. It's the damn power company's fault. We got wires back there that are low that hang down. The big power lines are across the street, and for some reason on this side they got low wires, and they got gaps in them, and they got these metal rods. Well, Dad the other year got the door. I don't know if you can see it or not. The door on the see that cut right here? So he got that caught in one of them and ripped one of the doors. I got that door caught in the same damn wire. Today I was trying to stop, and before I could get stopped, it got caught on one of them metal things. I guess they hold them apart. And right when about the time that I stopped, it got in that metal thing and ripped that damn corner of that door off up top. And that made me so hot. I don't know why they got shit so low. But they do. And I even planted away from them this year, so I wouldn't have this problem. I planted a little bit further away, because these doors, when they swing open, they do hang out quite a bit. And that just goes to prove that I need a 12-row head. 8-row head is no water at the combine, and I can't get away from anything. 12-row gives me a couple extra rows on each side, where I got a little bit of room. So, if we ever get another header, I want a 12-row. And I want the fingers on it for the auto steer. I've been looking on auction time, but you can get them at a really good price on there, but we just ain't got no money right now. But I'd like to have a head though, eventually. 12-row. My buddy, he's got a 12-row with a 16-row planter. A couple other guys I know cut with a 12-row with a 16-row. As long as you got that auto steer, it pretty much holds it. If you get like an off-row, it might bend a little bit, the row, but it goes in pretty good. So I'm going to turn around here at the end, and Big Lou is going to come beside me. I'm going to unload. He's going to go load another truck. Well, he's going to go load that truck, then I'm going to load him again. Hopefully Bullwinkle will be back by then. We got David. David's home today. He's in my weight daycare. Bullwinkle's going to Snow and Green. David's going to Mount Air. And we just saw boat stacks on boats called Peterbilt bent that my brother drove this morning. So there's something at Mount Air, some metal that's hanging out, and he swung too wide and hit both of them. I'll show you that. So we all are messing up hitting stuff today. So that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe, share. Let me get at least 300,000 subscribers like all these other YouTube channels. I'm not doing anything different than they are. And I'm doing it in Maryland, making it look good. They're out in the Midwest doing it. They should already have it looking good. See you later.